And we're back here at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium for the second half of our game tonight on Football Night at McAllen. It's the FAR San Juan Alamo Memorial Wolverines against the James Nicky Rowe Warriors. Here's a look at the first half highlights. This was the initial touchdown scored by the running back for the Wolverines, Jonathan Trevino. That was in the last minute of the first quarter. Capped a lengthy drive, and then the Warriors answered back with Jose Chavez getting a touchdown.
It almost looked like a replay of each other's touchdowns.
Yeah, both scored from about the 3-yard line. And you can see the score is not quite right. It's a Memorial winning by a score of 10-7. And in fact, yeah, we'll give you some
maybe we have
stats here in just a moment. Yeah,
one of our technicians
as we fix those.
Might have graduated from Rowe, and they were trying to give them more points.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Well, not. No.
Yeah, still not quite right, but we'll give you those during the third quarter.
Mark, we talked about in our pregame keys to victory. The weather could have affected both teams because they came in here with some success putting the ball in the air, and they basically haven't done a good job. They're just keeping it on the ground, keeping it safe, or they don't want to show the scouts anything.
By the way, our yardage for PSJA Memorial, 106 yards on the ground, 91 through the air, 197 total yards, and that nearly doubled Rowe's output. Rowe had 60 yards on the ground, 36 passing with 96 total yards. Memorial was 7 first downs, and Rowe was 6 first downs there in the first half. But the big number was 3 turnovers by the Wolverines, none by the Warriors, yet the Wolverines still hold the lead by a score of 10-7. Ready to start the third quarter. It'll be the Wolverines kicking off, and Nicky Rowe will be receiving and moving from left to right. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to go out of bounds. And they'll spot this ball at the 30-yard line. So we're just starting the third quarter. Non-district game between these two teams. Both teams at 1-1. And PSJA Memorial leading at 1 point, 10-0. And Rowe answering back midway through the second with a touchdown. And Rowe kind of threatened there near the end of the second quarter, but unable, kind of ran out of time basically as they were down around the 30-yard line. So we'll see if they decide to spot this at the 30 or make them re-kick. There you see the number 12 there for PSJA Memorial, which is Ismael Canizales. He's a defensive back, but also a factor here on their special teams. And it looks like they're going to have them do a re-kick. Or do they change their mind again? They changed their mind. They're going to have it at the 30. And of course you can see everything is pretty clear. It was raining heavily before this game began. And there were actually puddles on the field and everything, but it quickly drained off. That field, although it's turf, it's actually porous. And so water can drain all the way through it and down into a drainage system that is underneath the turf. And that's why we now have a pristine, clear field after probably several inches of rain in the hour or so before the game. And we see the Rowe fans. They're here, they're happy, they're spirited. And here we go, starting the third quarter. Vasquez wants to throw on first down, rolls out to his right, gets Chavez. Chavez hit a couple of times and knocked out of bounds near the 40, and he's close to a Rowe first down. So Vasquez has completed 5 of 10 passes, now for 46, to make that 39 yards. Or excuse me, got 5 yards on that pickup. Now they hand it off. That's Chavez. And Chavez up for a gain of about 3, and he'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
And so far, Los Guerreros from Rowe don't seem to be in any rhythm. Their penalties are hurting themselves as we take a look at another penalty for the Warriors. They haven't been able to click like they did on that first week. And that's what makes high school football coaching very difficult. That first week when they played at Couch Elsa, that offense was just unstoppable. They struggled last week in Mercedes, and so far here in this game, it's not the Warrior offense we have been accustomed to the last 3 or 4 years under Coach Paul Reyes.
Yeah, Paul Reyes was up in the booth
And I think he's here again, here in the second half, trying something different.
And this is a snap goes through the hands of the quarterback. Well, and now we've got a whistle, though.
Luckily, they had a flag before that, or that would have been a huge 20-yard loss.
Yeah, the snap on the shotgun went through the hands of Vasquez. He was chasing it, but then they blew a whistle. It's a false start against Rowe. And that time the penalty worked in their favor.
Hey, Mark, I want to know how I did in cleaning the windows here. There were a lot of condensation. Give me a rundown on that.
Oh, yeah, looks really good.
Is that all the replay you're going to give me on that? You got the next cleanup. Don't get too spoiled up here. I know I'm your backup, but don't get too spoiled. You're going to be the next one out there, making sure the windows are clean outside with all that condensation.
Yeah, condensation picks up. 2nd and 22 for the Warriors. They throw a pass over the middle, incomplete. And unable to pick it up was Adames.
Victor Adames.
Adames comes over to the sideline.
Number 24.
And one thing, Mark, for this Warrior offense, which is always in the spread and trying to beat you with some short passes, it just does not look like it's in sync.
Canizales defending on that last play, and it brings up 4th and 22 for the Warriors. 11:31 to go here in the third quarter. Been a low-scoring game as both teams have mostly kept it on the ground.
Back to receive the punt.
Wolverines lead it by 3. Back to receive is Canizales.
12 is Canizales.
And the punter is the quarterback Vasquez, but it looks like they're calling a timeout.
And this is not good, Mark. If the Warrior, if they're the ones that called the timeout, which they did,
we have 2 penalties. We have 2 penalties.
A little bit of disorganization.
Yeah, we got Coach Bobby Flores there on the sideline. We're going to take a quick break while Rowe talks things over. You're watching Football Night at McAllen right here on MITV.
The performing arts, the visual arts. You will find it all at McAllen ISD.
Here we are back, PSJA Memorial on top 10-7, and Rowe facing a 4th down here on their initial possession of the second half. The quarterback Vasquez is back to punt, standing at his own 11-yard line. And this one is high and going to be short and goes out at about the 29-yard line. Only a 6-yard punt there for the Warriors.
29-yard line.
And as I've always said, Mark, the first 4 or 5 minutes at very start of a third quarter after the coaches talk to their players, very important. And anytime you start with the ball on your own 29, it's as good as a turnover, Mark.
Yeah, just a 6-yard punt there, and PSJA Memorial with a good opportunity here at the 29-yard line of Rowe. They hand this off to Trevino. He is stymied right there at the line of scrimmage. Good hit there by Mickey Rose, number 43. That was Vargas. Vargas the kicker, but he also plays linebacker.
Mark, what do they call that spray or what the Indians wear in their heads?
Oh, the
brings up 2nd down 10.
I can't remember. You see the weather right there. Quick pass to Signs, and Signs has nowhere to go. This is going to bring up a long 3rd down. By the way, the skies have opened up again. The rain is starting to come down again. So this might affect the play calling. And you may not see that many passes anymore, but the rain is starting to come down again. All the umbrellas are coming out. All the umbrellas coming out there on the sideline.
And Mark, it looks like these two teams, the offenses are now battling each other to see who's showing that they're both having struggles.
3rd and 14, passing down here in the pouring rain. Gonzalez throws it long, left side, and it's incomplete. He's trying to throw into double coverage there. Looked like it was intended for Signs. A couple of defenders back there. And here you see all the umbrellas have come out as the rain has returned. It was here for a long time and then seemed to die out just before the game started. It was like perfect timing. And all the fans who were kind of hovering underneath the bleachers, then they kind of came out. It's almost like butterflies in the spring or something like that. See, the cheerleaders maintain their spirit. They came prepared. Cheerleaders under instructor Larissa Cantu.
They're going for it on a 4th and 14.
4th down. This will be the first time they go for it, and they don't. It's a quick kick. And goes into the end zone just barely. Nice call there by PSJA Memorial. Doesn't quite work. They do the quick kick, and that was the first punt of the game, by the way, for PSJA Memorial.
And it almost worked, Mark, but when you have a net gain of only 13 yards, I don't know if it's, I mean, the try was good. If it would have worked and it would have stayed inside the 5, it would have been a great call, but since it went into the end zone and they punted from the 33, comes back to the 20, it was a net gain of 13, and I wonder if it's better to just go for it and see if we can try to get the first down.
So here are the Warriors with 10 minutes to go. First down at their own 20. Vasquez wants to run, breaks a tackle, and surges across to about the 26-yard line. Spears brings him down. Got to bring a second down and about 4.
You know, Mark, and I keep alluding to the fact that maybe the offenses are struggling, but maybe it's time for me to give credit to the defenses. They showed up tonight. They're doing a good job making both offenses struggle.
We see Coach Bobby Flores on the sideline, former road quarterback back in the day, and the Warriors on second down and short hand this off to Rios.
I remember a game for Coach Robert Flores when he was a senior at Dickey Road High School. He hit the winning basket to win a by-district ball game when time elapsed.
Coach Bobby Flores?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Quite an athlete in his day. Third down and 1, and Vasquez has the first down on the quarterback sneak and gets it up all the way to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 yards. And decided to run it out of the shotgun, picks up 12 on 3rd and 1, and the Warriors move those chains.
A good read by Vasquez on that one. As soon as he grabbed it, he saw an opening up the middle before he even had the ball in his hands.
Warriors on first down. Rios up the middle, and then he's hit up near midfield. He's up to about the 48-yard line, still in Warrior territory. Bring up second down. Clock down with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You see the students love the rain.
Either they love the rain or they want to show their school spirit.
Yeah, only a handful of umbrellas though, so they're all trying to squeeze under a few umbrellas. As Vasquez will run this out of the gun, up the middle, hit, spins forward, and up to about the 44-yard line, now in PSJA Memorial territory.
And that should be another first down as Kevin Spears came up again to make a tackle.
Yeah, Spears a good player.
Nothing fancy here. Pretty much the play calling has been simple. Runs right up the middle. There hasn't been pitch outs or anything.
And out of the shotgun again, they hand off Rios in the backfield, but this time the Wolverines smoke it out, and it's a loss of 2 yards.
The 45 for the Wolverines coming up and making the sure tackle. Jose Ramirez, a junior defensive end. And now, Mark, it looks like it's really even raining harder.
Yeah, it is just really pouring right now. I know the players love it. I remember when I was in high school, we loved it if it rained at practice or in the middle of a game. Vasquez wanting to throw on 2nd and 12 to his left side. Always dicey in this weather, but this is caught. Nice job there by Buttles to cradle that one at around the 40-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Gain of 6. Brings up third down, 6.
And now a third down. Warriors are 4 for 8 tonight on third down. 7.5 to play here in the third. Warriors on the move. This drive began at their own 20. Now at the Wolverine 40. Vasquez wanted to throw. Now is going to run it. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. And he'll be stopped there. So to bring up 4th and 6. And the Warriors have already gone for it on 4th down twice tonight.
And Mark, as we take a look at the replay, Vasquez did a good job of eluding a tackle, and he went the other way, and it looked like he had an opening, but give credit to the Wolverine defense. They're all over the field tonight. Number 6, Kevin Spears. We've called his name out at least 6 times.
4th down, the Warriors will go for it. And why not in this pouring rain? Any kind of kick is very dicey. As Vasquez wants to throw left side, man is wide open, and it's incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it in the pouring rain. Jonathan Olin, and he was wide open down the left side, but unable to hang on to the football, and the Warriors turn it over on downs.
Good call by offensive coordinator Robert Flores. There was open. The only thing he didn't do was secure the ball. Mark, it would have been a big first down and they would have kept it. But I think we have a penalty maybe?
Everything's better.
It might be. That's a gorgeous shot right there, as you can see. Yeah, gorgeous photography there. Catch that rain. And here's 1st and 10 here for the Wolverines. There was no penalty. And they hand it off to Trevino. Fights his way forward, and Trevino never does go down. 5 Warriors have a hold of him, and they finally blow the whistle, but Trevino never goes down. Let's listen to the sideline.
We talked about Spears having a good defensive game, but on the Warrior side, Clow on that last tackle again.
And here Gonzalez is going to, he misses the handoff. Looks like a busted play. The quarterback stays with the football and loses some yards back to the 39. A loss of 3, and bring up 3rd down. Here's a look at the replay, and you can see the rain just coming down hard. And again, this field, this turf is designed to withstand up to 10 inches, so it can continue to remain playable. Okay, 2nd down and 8. I think it's actually 3rd. Yeah, the sideline marker has 3rd. They do a wraparound draw and hand this off to Trevino. And Trevino looks like he's close to a first down, but a little short. It'll bring up 4th down and a decision here for PSJA Memorial.
Did the quarterback get you on that one? Did he fake you out? He certainly faked me out of that wraparound draw.
Yeah, good execution there by Gonzalez to help sell that.
You remember that play in the big Oklahoma Boise State?
Oh yeah, that was great. The Fiesta Bowl from about 7 years ago. Great game. So 4th and 3. Looks like the Wolverines will go for it. You can see the Rowe High School students love this rain.
I would be surprised if they go for it here. Because if this rain, which seems to be calming down, I think field possession is going to be very important.
And you can see just, if you look on the far side, you don't see it in that shot, or you can see it there if you look at the 40 that's against the stadium. You can see the water just pouring out, and water just coming down in droves here at this game here in McAllen. PSJA Memorial leads it by a score of 10-7. And the Wolverines have just used their first timeout with 4:34 to play in the 3rd quarter, facing a 4th down and 3 situation. They looked like they were lined up to go for it, but maybe they've thought better of it now, and yes, they're lining up in a punt formation. I mean, they do have the lead, so they don't want to do anything foolish, and they elect to punt the football. This nice high. Rowe has nobody back. It bounces at the 15, now toward the 10, and it looks like the Wolverines will kill it at around the 9-yard line. There is a flag down, however. We'll have to see what this is.
Down by number 2, Jose Antonio Perez. The Warriors.
4:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
9-yard line, be 1st and 10 Rowe.
Boy, the referees out there
they're drenched,
having to earn their pay tonight, aren't they, with all that rain?
Mark, this is why I don't umpire baseball anymore. The only games I officiate are volleyball and basketball, because I guarantee myself to be inside a gymnasium.
Well, baseball, you can always, well, you have to pause the game and when the rain comes down. In football, I guess you're got to tough it out. You can see the Warrior players are on the sideline holding against the Warriors.
I think that's not going to be an automatic first down, right? Take it, so I think
I think this was after the punt,
correct.
So yes, it'll be a half the distance.
Well, this is something that Coach Cavazos loves, because, I mean, with the ball slippery and you have your own quarterback in the end zone, it's a dangerous situation for the Rowe Warrior offense.
Yeah, Vasquez right now standing on his own goal line and does fumble the football. It's loose in the end zone, picks it up, and now he's tackled. He looks like he's in the end zone. They're gonna say he just got out. Got out to about maybe the 6-inch line.
I don't know about that one, Mark. I wish we had instant replay. Bring it up to the booth, Mark, and let's take a look at this one.
You can see the ball came loose as we look at this replay. Our camera's right on the goal line, and you can see Vasquez fighting his way to get forward. Looks like he came down with the ball kind of over the goal line, and I think got a favorable spot there by the official.
On that one, we would have had to go with their call on the field.
Another fumble in the end zone on second down, throws the ball, and it's incomplete. So it's an incomplete pass, and that'll bring up third down. But yes, Rowe having all kinds of problems with that wet football.
Mark, and I talked about the possession starting at the 5-yard line, how dangerous it was with the ball wet. And your quarterback in your own, we might have a safety here. Nope, I think he's okay.
Well, yeah, I think they ruled it an incomplete pass, although it was just kind of fluttered out of his hand. So it brings up third down. But Rowe has dodged 2 bullets here on these last 2 plays. Inside the 1-yard line, they snap it to Vasquez, and another fumble, but he picks it right back up. Had a favorable bounce, rolling to his right, throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Intended for Adames, who was unable to hang on to the football, and it brings up fourth down.
Mark, when he threw it, I thought he was throwing it away because he was under so much pressure. I thought he was going to throw the ball away to avoid a 2-point safety. But he did a good job of juggling the ball, coming up with it. And at this point, I thought he was just throwing it away. But he found his receiver. But because of the wet conditions, maybe that's why the receivers are having a difficult time hanging on to the ball.
And so now Rowe with a tough punt here. They're only going to be able to get 10 yards back instead of the usual 15. Hunter Vasquez, and he's able to handle this cleanly and get the punt off. Bounces at the Wolverine, or rather the Rowe 35-yard line, takes a bit of a Wolverine bounce, and Rowe will kill it at the 37-yard line. So still a good field position there for PSJA Memorial, but Rowe, I'm sure, is taking a huge breath right now as on 3 successive plays, things looked like disaster was unfolding, but they were able to stay alive. There you see the athletic director for McAllen ISD standing under the umbrella, Paula Gonzalez.
It looks like her hair is wet, so maybe she got that umbrella a little bit late. Well, here we go. Expect a long bomb here all of a sudden, Mark. It's time for a gadget play.
3:16 to go. They hand this off. Trevino running off tackle to the left side up to about
Another
the 30,
flag.
Yeah, about the 32-yard line, but yep, a flag down.
That could be a face mask.
So the Wolverines, the second half, have kept the ball on Rowe's end of the field. The Wolverines holding on to a 10-7 lead. We've got a personal foul against the Warriors, and this will be 15 yards.
And let's not forget, Mark, that now we're down to the 3-minute mark. So if the the Wolverines score here, especially if they get a touchdown and put themselves into a 17-7 lead late here in the third quarter, it puts them in a good position.
Gonzalez in the shotgun, hands off to Trevino. He's hit in the backfield and brought down. A couple of Warriors back there, including Luis Cáceres and Eloy Rios.
Great job on the left side of the Warrior defense, doing a good job for Coach Uribe with penetration. First one on contact was actually Ernest Martinez.
Brings up second down, 12 for the Wolverines.
After the penalty, they had moved the ball up to the 17-yard line. And on that play, they lost coverage back to the 19. And here, they get back to the line of scrimmage. 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. Looks like the rain has subsided just a little bit, but still coming down. Fans are loving it.
True Warrior fans.
Ever faithful.
No gain on the play.
Wolverines leading by 3. Last 2 minutes here of the third quarter. Facing a 3rd and 12 at the Rowe 19-yard line. Gonzalez wants to throw. Trevino stays in the block. Throw it right side for the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended for, looked like 81, Isaac Cantu. And then guarding him on the play was Alan Morales.
Isaac Cantu, defending for the Warriors, number 4, Alan Morales.
That's only the second incompletion of the night for PSJA Memorial. They've been throwing a lot of short passes. That's the first time they've gone deep tonight. And Rowe was ready for it. 4th down. See what they do here. Looks like they're bringing out the field goal unit. Jonathan Soto is their kicker. He hit one earlier from 25 yards. He's a left-footed kicker. They'll line this up on the left hash mark, so they have to hook it in just a little bit. And the kick is up and away. It's long enough. And it's good. Excellent job.
Considering the conditions, Mark, excellent kick.
Very good. That was a 36-yard field goal and the second field goal of the game for Soto. And the Wolverines now lead it 13-7 with 1:46 left in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV.
Quality teaching. It's what we have in abundance in McAllen ISD. In fact, district teachers have earned 19 regional or state teacher of the year titles in the past 23 years. A record second to none. Want the best for your child? Call 618-6000.
And we're back to Football Night in McAllen. There you can see the bank tower built in 1978, 17 stories high there in the distance there in McAllen. And our score, 7 right now for PSJA Memorial. Yeah, beautiful shot there by our photographer, Sergio Villanueva.
Sergio doing a good job of weathering the storm. Isn't he up here above us, Mark?
Yeah, he's up in the exposed to the elements. He's on top of the press box. That bird's eye view camera.
I guess we're going to have to make him an all-state cameraman.
All-state. So Soto will be kicking off. 1:46 to go here in the third. And PSJA Memorial now leading by 6 points. They've led throughout this game. They had a 10-0 lead early. Now it's 13-7. Rowe fields this at about their 22. This is Moreno up to the 30. Now the 40 up to the right sideline and pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So good return there by Moreno. Has had 2 good kickoff returns here tonight. One of them that was set up their first touchdown drive. He ran that out all the way to the 44 back in the second quarter. They eventually scored on that drive. That was Chavez who carried it in. And now it carries this one out to the 43-yard line. The last couple of minutes here of the third quarter. Looks like the rain has subsided some too, so that kind of brings the passing game back into it a little bit. Shotgun to Vasquez. He's going to hand this off. And this is Rios. Rios across the 50. A flag goes down as he looks like he has enough for the first down. We'll see what this is about. Clock stops at 1:29.
Expect this one to come back
We have a flag on the play.
On a holding call.
And for the Warriors, that's their 8th penalty now for 60 yards in this game. You can see the one of the officials there in the black cap with his towel over the football. So they have that towel covering the football between plays, and he can dry it off between plays as well. You can even see there on the left side of your screen, he holds the towel over it until he hears that whistle. So they try to keep it as dry as they can until the last possible moment. Snap to Vasquez in the gun. Short pass. It's caught at the 40 and up to about the 43-yard line. On the catch there was Raul Jimenez, his first catch of the night.
And a good call by Coach Reyes. Don't try to get all the 20 yards right away. Just get a little bit of a chunk and put yourself in a positive situation. Good 10-yard gain there, Mark.
Gain of 11 brings up second down, 9.
Yep. Now they had a penalty in there, so it's still second and long. Here's another pass. This is close to the first down. And that's Buttles there on that catch. And he's brought down by the defender, number 17, Abram Alanis, junior defensive back.
Good catch by Buttles, and it looks like in the last 2 plays that Bosca is not affected by the rain at all. Good job of putting the ball right there in between the numbers.
For the Warriors, that's a first down. 33 seconds left before the end of the third. Rios trying to sweep to the left, nothing there, cuts it back inside the 45 up to about the 43 in Wolverine territory.
On the stop, number 24, Alexander Campbell.
And it looks like he picked up exactly enough for a first down.
Gain of 5 on the run. It will be a Warrior first down.
He needed just a few yards. So here they go, first and 10 at the 43 in Wolverine territory. Vasquez wants to keep it up to about the 35 and then pushed back, and it's going to be tackled at about the 38-yard line. 12 seconds left before the end of the third. That'll probably be the last play.
Gain of 8 on the run.
And they're not going to get another playoff, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. PSJA Memorial 13, and Nicky Rowe 7. Got the fourth quarter coming up. 12 minutes of football to go, and the Warriors on the move in Wolverine territory. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV.
McAllen ISD is expanding its pre-kindergarten program to a full day. Enrollment has begun. Our pre-kinder students are all eligible for an iPod Touch. Call 618-6031 or log on. It's all-day pre-K in McAllen ISD.
The fourth quarter, teams have switched ends. Rowe now going from right to left. Here they go on 2nd and 2. And Rios, trying to get outside the left side, has nowhere to go. A good tackle there. Who was that?
That's Vicente Rodriguez.
On the stop for the Wolverines, number 25.
Mark, I'd like to congratulate Dr. James Ponce. He's going to the White House on Monday.
That's right, on September the 15th. And I think one of just about 30 superintendents in the entire country invited up there to talk about the Let's Move program.
That's correct. So congratulations to Dr. Ponce.
And that Let's Move program, that focus on student health, has caught the attention of the entire country. And here you see Rios on 1st and 10, sweep to the right up to about the 31-yard line. We even had Anthony Robles, the famous NCAA wrestling champion, and now he goes and does inspirational talks all over the country. He came all the way to McAllen to help us with our Let's Move pep rally. Here are the Warriors on 2nd and 8. Vasquez wants to run but has nowhere to go. Is going to be bottled up at about the 29-yard line.
And getting back to the pep rally, Mark, we had about 500 people showing up for that Let's Move McAllen pep rally and the kickoff to the McAllen Kids Marathon.
On the stop, number 45.
Yeah, where the kids run a marathon, 26 miles, but they have 3 months to do it. They log all the time in a series of separate runs, and they pick up their 26 miles. They did their first mile at that pep rally. Vasquez on 3rd down, trying to get the first down up to about the 25, the 24. I think he needed the 23, however. It'll bring up 4th and short. Warriors have gone for it 3 times tonight on 4th down. We'll probably see it again here.
Absolutely. This call, quarterback keeper, tells you that Coach Reyes was already thinking of 2-down territory, put himself in a situation for a 4th and 1.
Alex Campbell making the tackle for the Wolverines. So 4th down and 1 here for the Warriors. They're at the Wolverine 24-yard line. Going to hand this off up the middle, big hole, 1st down and more, up to about the 13-yard line.
CJ Medina doing a good job from his center position right there. As Jose Chavez found a small opening up the middle, enough for a 1st down. And the Warriors keep possession of the ball.
Yeah, Medina and Elias Rivera, the offensive line there, doing a really good job providing that opening. Warriors now over 100 yards rushing in this game, as it's been a defensive-dominated affair. Chavez on 1st down, big yardage. It's going to be 1st and goal. He's down around the 5-yard line before he's brought down by Spears.
Juan Elias and Zach Pelshaw. CJ Medina doing the job, helping out Chavez with a nice opening right up the middle. Warriors are getting ready to answer.
So here they are on 1st and goal. Handoff, Chavez up the middle, hit at the goal line, in for the touchdown. There is a flag down as Chavez goes in from the 5 for the touchdown. And we'll wait and see what the flag says. If it's against the Wolverines, we're all tied at 13.
It's going.
Chavez doesn't look all that happy.
I think it's on the Wolverines.
If it stands, it'll be Chavez's 2nd touchdown of the night and a chance for Nicky Rowe to take their first lead of the night. And it's against the Wolverines. So they'll decline this, and the touchdown is good.
Let's see if Vicente Vargas can put the Warriors up with a score tied 13-13.
Rowe has trailed throughout this game. They've been down 10-0 and then 10-7 and 13-7. Vargas to attempt the extra point. Good snap and hold. Kick is up and away, and it's good. 9:19 to play in the game, and the Warriors are in the lead for the first time tonight, 14-13. We'll take another look at the touchdown as Chavez had set it up with a 12-yard run down to the 5, and then 1st and goal You can see there as he surges all the way to the 1, is stymied, but then on second effort punches his way into the end zone for his second score tonight, and the Warriors with their first lead.
Chavez actually ran over the defensive back Vicente Rodriguez to get into the end zone. Chavez is an impressive mark. He's not only has a lot of speed, but he's willing to run up the middle. And that's where you usually get the tough yards.
The Warriors have gutted this one out, but they still got a ways to go with a little over 9 minutes to go. And you can see the puddles of water on the track there at the Nicky Road cheerleaders. And they've maintained, kept their enthusiasm here tonight despite all the rain.
You know, you look at the scoreboard, 14-13. This marks the Road Warriors mark hanging around, just staying within the game.
Back to receive there is John Anthony Sines, junior receiver. And now there's Vargas running up to the ball. There's going to be a squib kick, fielded at the 30, and then receiver falls on it right there, and that was number 81, Isaac Cantu. And so the Wolverines will have good field position at the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
But now the pressure's on the Wolverines. They're trailing for the first time. They not only need to pick up yards, but they need to get a score. Now they do have 2 field goals in this game, and a third field goal will put them in the lead.
And the Warriors defense here for the first 3 quarters, Mark, they've given up some yards, but when they had to make stops, they made stops. So let's see how they handle themselves here in this possession.
At a pistol formation, low snap, hand this off to Trevino. Actually, quarterback's going to keep it himself. Gonzalez running ahead up to about the 38-yard line, maybe the 39. 8-yard pickup there after a nice fake to Trevino.
Brought down by number 42.
So the clock now running under 9 minutes to play. Substitute for the Warriors as 42 Aaron Ramirez comes out, and they send in a nickel back, number 24, Pedro Esquivel.
And Aaron Ramirez was the one that was actually on the tackle.
2nd down and 1 now. Snap to the quarterback, bobbles it a little bit, wants to run, has nowhere to go, now loses his balance, and is going to lose big yards all the way back to about the 29-yard line. Lost 10 yards on the play as he was bounced like a pinball all the way back. They tackle him for a 10-yard loss.
Ernest Martinez on a big tackle there for a big loss. And you go from a 2nd and short to a 3rd and 9.
Loss of 7 brings up 3rd down.
And it's 2nd and 1, and they lost a lot of yards there as the team is just 2 for 5 on 3rd downs tonight. A couple of Warriors getting in there on that tackle. Big Ernest Martinez right there in the middle of your screen, in there on that last play and ready for this one. And now a timeout called by the Wolverines, and that's going to be their second timeout, used up with 7:53 to play in the game, and the Warriors leading at 14-13, and the Wolverines facing a precarious 3rd down and 9 situation. They want to talk things over. So we'll take a quick break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV.
Students in McAllen ISD are taking courses that prepare them for careers. In fact, the class of 2014 earned 1,300 professional licenses and certifications. We offer students 16 different choices through our career technical education program, all free.
We're back, and by the way, our next game, our next broadcast will feature Edinburgh North Cougars against the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. That should be an offensive show. And that'll be Thursday at the 7 o'clock kickoff. They kick off a half hour earlier than usual. And then on Friday night, we'll have that one too. Corpus Christi Carroll against the McAllen Bulldogs. 3rd down, Wolverines pass it, and it's caught and complete for a 1st down. Great throw and catch. That was to Jay Bocanegra, who caught it over the middle at about the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on 3rd down.
What a tremendous catch right here by Bocanegra. Under a lot of traffic went up. Made sure that he hung on to it. Great catch. Give that kid a star for that catch.
So 1st down for the Wolverines. 7.5 to play in the game. Handoff Trevino, off tackle left, and they're going to blow this one dead. And usually when that happens, it's against the offense. It's an illegal procedure against PSJA Memorial. That'll be their 6th penalty tonight for 52 yards.
1st and 15.
So it'll bring up 1st and 15.
Call it Rodriguez, your local.
Yeah, our next two games, which will be September
Golden Outlook Insurance Services.
September 18th and 19th.
Should be interesting. Edinburgh North is doing a good job so far this season.
Yeah, Edinburgh North Memorial on Thursday. We'll have that one for you. And then Corpus Christi Carroll Mackay on Friday the 19th. Here's Trevino on 1st and 15. Off tackle to the right side. A Warriors helmet comes off. That's the linebacker, Ramirez.
Isn't there a rule about that, Mark?
Yes, yeah. He'll have to come off for one play. Just a precautionary measure. And Ramirez trots off. And you see the cheerleaders there. Cheerleaders are involved in a lot of things. They had some competitions this past summer. I mean, cheerleading's a year-round sport for them. They cheer for every sport, and then they have competition during the year and even during the summertime. 2nd down and 7. Trevino bounces outside, crosses into road territory, and then is wrapped up at about the 46 for the Warriors. Brought down by Taylor Cloud, the linebacker.
For the Wolverines. On the stop.
Well, with a 3rd and 3, Mark, it really sets yourself up for all the plays on your playbook are open. You can either throw the ball or you can run the ball. And Coach Cavazos, the tendency tonight has been running the ball. As you take a look at Coach Cavazos.
6 minutes left in the game. It's a 1-point affair. Row 14, Far Memorial 13. Shotgun snap to Gonzalez. Wraparound draw to Trevino. Go to the right side, has some blocking, picks up the 1st down, up to about the 41-yard line. Picks up 5 on 3rd and 3. And they keep the chains moving, and the clock will continue to move as well. 5:45, actually 5:46 as they started after they moved the chains.
And we're almost getting to a situation, Mark, that you're going to have to score. You're going to have to score. I don't know, there's time to punt it away now.
Yeah, almost 4-down territory now just because of this slowness and the methodical nature of this drive as Trevino fights his way up to about the row 37. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Number 40,
Bring up 2nd down. We take a look at this replay. Couldn't quite see who made the tackle there for Rowe.
But in spite of the rain, Mark, they're still having some hard-hitting football.
From the Warrior 36.
Yeah, both these teams have played hard here tonight. We've had some hard rain. The rain has kind of stopped right now. 2nd down and 5. The Warrior 36. Quarterback wants to keep it. Breaks into the open field, has a 1st down, and is upended at the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by the defensive back, Jose Barrera. Not before Gonzalez picked up the 1st down, a big 15-yard run.
And it all started with a nice fake by Gonzalez. He got up ended right there. Got up slowly.
Gain of 11 on the run.
Wolverines close to 150 yards on the ground in this game. 4:40 to play in the 4th. 1st and 10 at the road 25. Handoff to Trevino. Hit in the backfield. Surges forward for a gain of 1.
Here's something that Coach Cavazos has to think about, Mark. Remember, their field goal kicker has already kicked 2 field goals. So that's something he might be thinking about right now. Maybe he needs just maybe 10 more yards to get into field goal territory. But once again, another flag on the Wolverines, who keep hurting themselves with those 5-yard penalties.
Yeah, they picked up only 1 yard, but at least it was some progress. Now they're going to lose 5. It'll be 1st and 15. Like you said, Mario, they want to try to get their way into field goal position here. Soto has hit from 36 tonight, hit from 25 and from 36. Right now they're at the row 30, 1st and 15. Trevino hit in the backfield, runs forward for a gain of about 3. We have 2nd down and 12 as he's brought down by Barrera
on the first contact,
and a couple of other defenders, including number 26, Isaac Rodriguez.
And actually, based on how Soto has performed, kicker for the Wolverines, they actually need about 6 more yards to get into his field goal range.
26.
Dakota Morales and Taylor Clow also in there on that last play. Clock is under 4 minutes to go now. The game has moved really fast because of so many running plays. 2nd down and 11 for the Wolverines. This is going to become the do-or-die drive. Trevino, big hole up the middle at the 20, cuts outside to the 15. and then is hit, still on his feet, and finally brought down. They're going to be close to the first down. I think he has enough for it. Plow finally brought him down, but they are now in field goal range. Clock is stopped momentarily at 3:32 to play. Now the clock will start rolling again, so we take a look at this replay.
And the hole open up the middle, and Trevino with some nice moves. And I want to give credit, Mark, to probably a touchdown saving tackle by Eloy Rios. So give credit to Eloy Rios for he was being entertained.
Okay, here they go. 1st and 10 at the Warrior 15-yard line. And Gonzalez will keep it himself, running to the left, picks up only one, brought down by a couple of Warriors, including 43, Vargas. And the clock now under 3 minutes.
Mark, there's no doubt that the Wolverines are in field goal.
Soto's hit,
real good position. He's hit 2 already, and there's no doubt it's within his range. And keep in mind that one of those field goals he kicked, it was under a lot of rain.
Right now it would be a 31-yard field goal. And Soto seems to like that left hash mark, which is where they are now. Trevino trying to get outside, gets nowhere. In fact, he'll lose a yard. And that'll be 3rd down.
Brought down by number 26, Isaac Rodriguez.
So the clock moving at 2:14 now to go, but we've got a timeout on the field. And this was called by the Nicky Rowe Warriors, who are now concerned about the clock. That'll be their second timeout. Both teams have one left, and the clock is stopped with 2:14 to go in the game. The Warriors have been trailing the entire night. They were down 10-0, then cut it to 10-7, fell back 13-7 before they took the lead on the last drive to go up 14-13. By the way, some impressive numbers, so we're going to give it a lot of sports numbers, but how about these numbers? The McAllen ISD class of 2014 set all kinds of records this past year, 14,500 college credit hours. That's by the time they graduated high school. College credit hours, that's incredible. And look at the savings, almost $5 million for that class. They earned 1,300 professional licenses and certifications in one of 15 different career tracks that they can choose from. That's a district record. And 90 associate's degrees. These are high school students, 18-year-old seniors, graduating with a college associate's degree thanks to a partnership with South Texas College. And look at the scholarships. That was a record too, $23.6 million in scholarships at that class there. Pretty smart class. Gonzalez here calls his own number. Hit at the 5, close to the goal line. He stopped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal for Nicky Rowe, or excuse me, for PSJA Memorial.
Brought down short.
PSJA Memorial with a terrific drive that started back at their own 31-yard line, and they've now got it to the 1.
Mark, actually, it wasn't Gonzalez. They actually had a substitute. That was John Anthony Saenz that kind of got into the, what do they call the Wildcat formation or something. But, yeah, he's got a lot of speed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Number 1 instead of number 7. And they put Saenz in there and just snapped it right to him, and he ran with it. Now Gonzalez is back in there at the quarterback position in the shotgun. Going to hand this off Trevino over left guard. Touchdown. Touchdown Wolverines with a minute 38 to play in the game. And the Wolverines have the lead back 19-14.
An impressive drive indeed, but the Warriors do have a minute and 38 seconds still to go, and they have one timeout.
It'll be tough for Nicky Rowe. And now we've got a timeout call by PSJA Memorial. That'll be their last one.
And the reason they're calling a timeout, Mark, an extra point doesn't do them any good. So they're probably going for 2 to try to make it a 7-point lead as the Wolverines are up 19-14. What an impressive drive of the Wolverines when they needed it the most. Very methodical, like you said.
Yeah, good job there by Trevino, his second touchdown of the night. And
take a look at the schedule, Mark.
Yeah, look at the Warriors' schedule. So you see they've had a win, then a loss, and tonight the game's still in the balance. Their final non-district game will be against Laredo United Longhorns. That'll be on the road on Friday, September 19th. Then they have district play starting with La Jolla Juarez Lincoln. Then they got the Memorial Mustangs, the Mackay Bulldogs. Those will both be shootouts. And La Jolla Palmview on the road. The Mission Eagles game, that'll be a Thursday night game that we'll have for you here on MITV. And then they finish out the district schedule with another Thursday game on the road in La Jolla. Then they're open actually the last week of the season in early November. So they're going to go for 2 points here. Snap to the quarterback, handoff Trevino, hit in the backfield, still fighting, and gets to about the 1. Ball comes loose, but the play was ruled dead, and Trevino very nearly escaped to get the 2 points, but the Warriors stop him, pull him down at the 1 yard line, and so the try for 2 is no good, and PSJA Memorial still has a 5-point lead, 19-14. Here we're taking a look at the replay of that 2-point try. You can see Trevino's determination there. And the Warriors, it took 3 Warriors to finally bring him down. And I think Ramirez is the linebacker's helmet came off there at the end of the play. So there's our score, 19-14 for PSJA Memorial. So a touchdown for the Row Warriors wins the game. The extra point won't matter. The Warriors have only 1 timeout left, 1:38 left in the game. Now there is no rain right now, so the passing game is an option. The Warriors have had a lot of problems with their passing game tonight. We've seen several drop passes.
Not clicking, but this is as important as the special teams play, is the most important one in the game. Really important to see where the Warriors will end up with the ball.
Okay, Soto will be kicking off here. And Soto's going to kick this high and a little bit short, and signaling for a fair catch of the Warriors, but a different Warrior catches it so he can run. Now they're going to whistle the play dead. So I guess if one player signals fair catch, then it's a fair catch for everybody. Because the fair catch was signaled by Juarez, but it was actually Moreno who caught the football. But still a good field position there for the Warriors at their own 31-yard line.
31-yard line, being first and 10.
Let's see what the Warriors can do here. They have 1 timeout, 1:36 left on the clock, but they trail 19-14.
Of course, it's always good to get those quick throws to the sideline. Use the sidelines as a way to stop the clock.
Warriors have 9 completions tonight. There's 10. This is Juarez, short pass, and it gets up to about the 32. It's a gain of only 1. And what's worse is that the clock will continue to roll.
Correct. The other good thing you can do is get a first down because the clock stops on a first down.
So Vasquez in the gun, has time, looking toward the left sideline, but nobody's there. Still has time, throws left sideline, it's caught, and this is run up toward midfield. It's a first down up to the 49-yard line. Nice play there by Kobe Arriaga. I think that's his 2nd catch tonight.
He stops the clock with 1:07. Good patience by Vasquez not to panic.
We're up to the 49. Clock has started moving again. Now under 1 minute to play in the game. 4-man rush for the Wolverines. Vasquez rolls out right, hits his man. That's Chavez trying to get to the sideline, but he's going to be tackled in bounds. And short of the first down, open field tackle there by the Wolverines, Vicente Rodriguez. And now there's a whistle, and I think the Warriors have just used their last timeout, stopping the clock with 46 seconds left. It's PSJA Memorial by 5, 19-14. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV.
McAllen ISD is expanding its pre-kindergarten program to a full day. Enrollment has begun. Our pre-kinder students are all eligible for an iPod Touch. Call 618-6031 or log on. It's all-day pre-K in McAllen ISD.
And we're back here on Football Night in McAllen. I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna. Going to have an exciting, thrilling finish here as it's been close throughout. And PSJA Memorial trying to hold on to a 5-point lead. The Warriors trying to pull off a comeback here. It's 2nd down and 5. They're at the Wolverine 46-yard line. 45 seconds left. Vasquez to throw. Has time. Over the middle. It's picked off by the Wolverines at the 22-yard line. They're running it back. It lost the 40, and then the ball stripped away. It's a fumble, and it's loose, and the Warriors get it back. What a crazy, zany play. The Wolverines had intercepted and then fumbled the ball, and it's recovered by Nicky Rowe, and they'll have a new set of downs. That's the lineman, Aaron Rivera, who saves the Warriors. Stops the clock because of a change of possession, 34 seconds left, and it's a new set of downs for the Warriors, even though they kind of had a net loss on the play. They're at the 46, now they're at the 47. Wolverine territory. but it's a change of possession, so they get a new set of downs. Snap to Vasquez. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And Mark, getting back to the last place, it's interesting how emotions can change within seconds. When we had the interception, the coaches from Rowe, you could hear them say, "Oh no!" over here, and they were like, you know, pretty much the ball game was there. And then when they got the fumble back, they just started cheering again on the right side, like "Yay!" So it's kind of interesting how in one play all that
agony and
happened.
the ecstasy in one play. Vasquez rolling out right, throws toward the sideline, intended for Adames, who can't hold on. Incomplete pass stops the clock at 24 seconds. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. And the Warriors still at the Wolverines' 47-yard line. Field goal does them no good. They're down by 5 right now.
And they got to make a play. They can't stay inbounds, Mark, because Rowe does not have a timeout.
That's true. They have to get a first down to at least stop the clock momentarily. 3rd and 10. Vasquez out of the gun. Goes to left side. Caught by Juarez. Cuts around the blocker. Picks up the first down and gets out of bounds.
Smart play.
I was going to say it's a smart senior play, but he's only a junior. He's a prodigy. Raul Jimenez makes a terrific heads-up play here as he catches this. He's short of the first down, so he knows he has to pick that up. He gets that after faking out the defender and then trots out of bounds to stop the clock with 16 seconds left. They're now at the 32-yard line.
If he would have gotten tackled inbounds, game over.
Vasquez rolling out to the right side. Has some room. He's going to run it and runs up to about the 28, and he's pushed out of bounds, stopping the clock with 9 seconds left. Not the play you want, really, because they lose 7 seconds, and they only picked up 4 yards.
But a smart play still by Vasquez because he made sure that he did not get tackled inbounds, because if he would have, then the game would have been over. So it still gives them maybe an opportunity for 2 more plays.
They're going to have to get a short completion and get out of bounds or throw it for the end zone. Vasquez will throw it left side, and he's got a man there who stays in bounds and loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. I think they're going to rule that he did make the catch. It was Adames who made the catch, and then instead of stepping out of bounds, Adames tried to stay in bounds, but had the ball stripped away, and the ball bounced out. That's the only reason the Warriors still have a chance.
Actually, Adames got lucky that he fumbled.
Yeah, his fumble went out, and so the last play, Vasquez from the 20 will throw it for the end zone. This is the game. It's tipped and incomplete. Game is over. Almost caught. Raul Jimenez was back there in the pouring rain, which the skies have opened up again, and Jimenez with a chance to become a hero, but unable to come down with the football. There were 2 Wolverines back there defending, and the Warriors come within a hair's breadth of pulling out a miracle finish here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Still a valiant effort by the Warriors, and you can see his teammates there consoling him. We'll see if we can take a look at the replay of this final play of the game. There was 1 second left. Go ahead.
For the Warriors, they had opportunity there to win the game, and that's all you can ask. Instead of panicking, no timeouts, and they had an opportunity to win the ball game. You got to take that hats off to the Warriors. And of course, the Wolverines, they did have 3 defenders on that play.
Yeah, and I think one who got a hand on it was Abram Alanis for the Wolverines. And like you said, 3 different Wolverine defenders back there as the Wolverines knew that the Warriors had no choice but to throw it up into the end zone. And Juarez, a valiant effort there to try to get that football. And what a finish that could have been. Still an entertaining ball game as PSJA Memorial pulls out the win, 19-14. Wolverines now 2-1. The Warriors 1-2. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time right here on MITV. Hope you enjoyed. That's our game for tonight. Football night at McAllen. We'll see you next time. Good night.
A child growing up to become successful. It's every parent's dream. For some, the dream includes becoming an engineer. Through McAllen ISD, such a track is possible. It's the Dual Enrollment Engineering Academy. This program is for students who are serious in pursuing engineering as a career. Courses are taken at South Texas College during the last 2 years of high school. Students will graduate from high school with an associate's degree in hand, and it's all free. At McAllen ISD, if you want to be an engineer, you choose your course of study. A child growing up to become successful. It's every parent's dream. For some, the dream includes becoming a doctor. Through McAllen ISD, such a track is possible. It's the Medical Science Academy. This program is for high school students who are interested in pursuing healthcare as a career. Courses are taken at South Texas College during the last 2 years of high school. They graduate from high school with an associate's degree in hand, and it's all free. At McAllen ISD, if you want to be a doctor, you choose your course of study.